Hello guys, you are most welcome in Easy Economics session. Sorry for delay in uploading the new video, but this time I have brought you the another branch of MCQ series, that is international trade, international business. So the students who are studying this international trade in the BCom second year or third year, this MCQ will be helpful for them, and the students who are preparing for competitive exams, this MCQ will help them also. So let's start without any delay. Question number 1. Which of the following defines international trade? Options given: trade between districts, trade between regions, trade between countries, trade within the country. So guys, you must have studied this chapter, difference between internal and international trade. Basic question that defines international trade. So what will be the right answer? Yes, the right answer will be trade between countries. So option C. Other options are related to internal trade or internal business. So the correct option is C. Question number 2. Theory of comparative cost advantage was developed by. Very important theory of international trade. It is also known as classical theory of international trade. Who has given this theory? Options are Adam Smith, David Ricardo, Hicks, Marshall. Yes, the correct option is David Ricardo, option B. David Ricardo, a very popular economist, he gave this theory for international trade in 1817, and this theory was published in his book on the principles of political economy and taxation. This theory discusses the basis of international trade. According to Ricardo, the two countries can be involved in the international trade if there is cost difference in those countries to producing the commodities. A country tends to specialize in and export those commodities in the production of which it has maximum comparative cost advantage or minimum comparative disadvantage. So in this way, if they are doing the trade, both the countries will have maximum benefit from the international trade. Question number 3. A tariff. Options are given: increases the volume of trade, reduces the volume of trade, has no effect on volume of trade, none of these. So what will be the correct option, guys? Very simple question. The correct option is B. Tariff reduces the volume of trade. Tariff is a kind of tax and it is the protective device. Protect the internal goods and industries from the international competition. The tariff is imposed by the government. So when tariff is imposed, the import is reduced, and in this way volume of trade is reduced. Question number 4. Dumping refers to. What is dumping? You must have studied this term in your microeconomics as well. Dumping is a kind of price discrimination practice. Options given here: buying goods at low prices abroad and selling at higher prices locally. B. Expensive goods selling for low prices. C. Reducing tariffs. D. Selling goods abroad at low price and selling in home market at high price. So what will be the correct option? Option number D. Dumping is a practice when seller sells its goods abroad at lower price and sell it in home country at higher price to get the maximum benefit from the international market. So D is the correct option. Question number 5. International trade and domestic trade differ because of. Options: trade restrictions, immobility of factors, different government policies, all of the above. Here guys, you must have studied the difference between internal business and international business. All the options are correct here. International trade differs from domestic trade in all these aspects: trade restrictions, immobility of factors of production, different government policies. All these affect the international trade. Question number 6. Under free trade policy, international trade will lead to. You must have studied trade policy, free trade policy and protection trade policy. So the question is asking about the free trade policy. So what will be the impact of free trade policy? Options: A. Reduced living standard, B. Decreased efficiency, C. Increased efficiency, D. Reduced GDP. So what will be the correct option? Yes, the correct option is C. Free trade leads to increased efficiency. Actually, free trade promotes competition, it encourages competition, and that competition leads to increase in the efficiency. So third option is the correct one. Question number 7. Government policy about exports and imports is called. Easy question. Option A, monetary policy. Option B, fiscal policy. Option C, commercial policy. D, finance policy. So it is clear that the correct option will be commercial policy. The policy is related to international trade, exports and imports, that is known as trade policy or commercial policy. Question number 8. It is drawback of free trade. So what is the demerit, you can say, of free trade policy? Options are given: high prices of goods. No, this is not the drawback, but this is the merit of free trade policy. B, loss of government revenue from custom duties. Yes, B is the correct answer, and this is the demerit of free trade policy. Since free trade policy opposes any kind of restriction or tariff, and that's why government lose the revenue. C, national resources are underutilized. No, this is the wrong option. Global output will decrease. In fact, global output increases under the free trade policy. So here in this question, option B is the correct answer. Question number 9. Foreign trade. What will be the impact of foreign trade? A, increases employment opportunities. B, increases international mobility of labor. C, increase competition. All of the above. All the options are correct here. So option D is the answer. Question number 10. In foreign trade, protection policy means. This is about protection trade policy. Option A, restriction on exports. Option B, restriction on transfer of foreign exchange. C, restrictions on imports. D, all of the above. So what will be the correct answer here? Under the protection trade policy, there is restrictions on import. Okay, so correct option is C. Question number 11. David Ricardo presented the theory of international trade called. We have already discussed this David Ricardo's theory earlier. So what will be the right option here? What is known as David Ricardo's theory? Theory of absolute advantage? No. Theory of absolute advantage is the theory given by Adam Smith. Option B is the correct answer here. Theory of comparative advantage. The Ricardo's theory is known as theory of comparative advantage or theory of comparative cost advantage. Question number 12. Which one of the following factors does not affect international business? Guys, you are studying international business, so you must be knowing the factors that affect the international business environment. So what are those factors? If you see all the options are correct regarding factors. These factors affect the international business. Social and cultural factors, technological factors, political factors. These three options are correct one regarding the factors affect the international business. The last option, education system, is the wrong one. Education system does not affect international business directly. So first three options are correct. And D is not the factor, so D is the answer. Question number 13. Customs, lifestyles and values belong to. Again, this question is related to the factors that affect the international business. We have discussed earlier that factors are categorized that affect the international business. Economic factors definitely affect the international business. Political factors and government policies affect the international business and trade. Economic factors affect the international business. Fourth option, D, social and cultural factors. This is also an important factor that affect the international business. And customs, lifestyles and values that is given in the question, these belong to the fourth option, social and cultural factors. So right option is D. Question number 14. General Agreement on Tariffs and Trade started working in. This question is related to WTO chapter. So GATT, when was the GATT established? You must be knowing that GATT is the international legal arrangement that deals with the international trade. And this organization was established in 1947, October 1947, and it started working from 1948. So the correct option is B. Question number 15. GATT was originally signed by how many countries? Options are given 20, 22, 23, 25. The correct answer is C. 23 member countries were there in the GATT. Question number 16. When was GATT replaced with WTO? Actually, WTO is the replacement of GATT. So when the WTO was established, in 1995 and it took over the work of GATT. So the correct option is C. Question number 17. When did WTO or World Trade Organization came into effect? Yes, easy question and important as well. Option number B, January 1st, 1995. Question number 18. Which of the following is the objective of WTO? For what purposes WTO was established? What was the reason behind it? So what is the objective set by the WTO? Option A, to improve the standard of living of member countries. Yes, this is correct. B, to widen the principle of free trade. Yes, WTO promote free trade policy. This is also correct. C, to promote sustainable development. Yes, this is also very important objective of WTO. So all the above options are correct. So option D is the right answer. Question number 19. Which of the following is the headquarter of World Trade Organization? And the correct answer is C, Geneva in Switzerland. Question number 20. How many countries are the current members of WTO? At present, what is the number of members of WTO? The correct option is C, 164 members are there in WTO, and the latest member is Afghanistan. 164th member is Afghanistan. So option C is the right answer. Question number 21. TRIPS agreement under WTO stands for. TRIPS, a very important agreement under WTO. So what is that it stands for? What is the full form of TRIPS? Option A, trade related intellectual property rights. Yes, option A is the correct answer. TRIPS protect the interest of inventors, original inventors and developers of products and process from being copied by others. So this is very, very important agreement under WTO to protect the interest of the new developers. The objective was to promote innovation in world trade. TRIPS cover many areas such as copyright, trademark, industrial design, patent, layout design, trade secrets, and so on. Question number 22. What is GATS? This GATS is different from GATT. So what is this? Options given. First, General Agreement on Trade in Services. Yes, first option is the correct one. GATS stands for General Agreement on Trade in Services. GATS is the first multilateral agreement on trade in services such as banking, insurance, travel, transportation, education, medical, etc. So this was a very important innovation in the WTO agreement. Question number 23. TRIMS, TRIM, an agreement under WTO deals with. Options are income, investment, services, intellectual property rights. So what will be the correct option here? This is also a very important agreement under WTO and it deals with the investment policies. WTO ensures that domestic investors and foreign investors both should be treated equally and both should be given equal opportunity to expand their investment. So correct option is B. Question number 24. Which statement is incorrect about WTO agreement? We'll see all the options one by one. A. WTO represents 96% of global trade and global GDP. Is it correct? Yes, this statement is correct. WTO is continuously expanding and it is regulating and controlling the global trade. Option B, India is the founder member of WTO. Yes, this is also the correct statement. C, WTO promotes protection trade policy. No, this is not the correct statement because WTO promotes free trade policy. The principle of WTO is based on the free trade. So this C is the incorrect statement. So C is the right answer. TRIPS agreement is related to intellectual property rights. Yes, this is correct option. Means this is correct statement. And the last question, question number 25. Which statement is correct about WTO? So this all these statements are related to WTO only. Option A, all the member countries should be treated as most favored nation. Yes, this is correct statement. This is one of the important principles of WTO that is based on non-discrimination. WTO promotes non-discrimination and it assures that all the member countries should be treated equally. There should be no discrimination and that is known as most favored nation. Option B, WTO promotes free trade policy. Yes, this statement is also correct. C, WTO advocates that non-tariff barriers should be converted to tariff barrier in case of agricultural goods. C statement is related to agreement on agriculture. So yes, WTO advocates the non-tariff barriers should be converted to the tariff barrier to open the market worldwide for agricultural goods. This is the correct statement. So all the options or all the statements are correct here. So option D is the right answer. Hope guys you have understood the concepts related to international trade and WTO. In today's session we discussed 25 questions related to international trade and WTO. I believe that you will get the benefit from it. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.